Hey everybody, thanks for joining us here on Northern Life. So happy you can join us on this Tuesday, kind of a Tuesday that feels a little bit like a Monday. These two are about to let me go on TV with spaghetti sauce all over my face. They didn't even tell me. We were sitting here talking before the show.
I didn't see it. I swear I didn't see anything.
I did see it.
You did see it.
I did see it. And here's the thing. I could tell like 95% sure it was spaghetti sauce.
Yep.
But you know, I've had unfortunate like zits on my face sometimes. And I just wanted to make sure, you know, I was gonna be like, Briggs, there's something on your face. And if it wasn't spaghetti sauce, she has since cleaned it up.
I have.
Yeah, since we went to the bathroom.
It's all gone, for real.
But I didn't want to be the guy to be like, hey Briggs, like what's going on with your face? You know, that'd be a tough start to the show.
You know that if Seth would have noticed though, he would have zoomed in on your face the whole show.
That's true.
He would have highlighted the spaghetti on your face 100%.
Yeah. I appreciate your kindness, Ryan.
Yeah. I should be more direct. It's the Minnesotan in me that, you know, isn't so direct. So next time, but now Briggs, you have told us you're having spaghetti the rest of the week likely. So we know to be on the lookout.
That's a problem with meal prep, especially with spaghetti. You risk it all week, getting on your clothes or your face.
Yes! That's not coming out either.
Pulling out the binoculars too, making sure we see that tomorrow and the days to come.
Spaghetti check.
Spaghetti check. Coming up today on Northern Life, Briggs faces her fears in our station conference room. It's not spaghetti. We're talking about some snakes and some other creatures. We invited Sarah Glessner with Sacred Serpent to come down to the office, and we have to meet a few cute creatures, including a ball python.
Almost like spaghetti, though. He was kind of like a noodle, that python.
Slithery.
I can see that.
Slithery.
Then after that, we have to explain more about the photo that absolutely set our Facebook page on fire yesterday. Even my phone was blowing up, too, with people asking me about what the heck is going on here. As you can tell, Hunter still indeed has his hair.
Yes.
But we'll talk about what this is all about.
Or does he?
This could be a wig. You never know.
Okay, we're
Don't
good.
zoom in, Seth.
We're good. We're good.
But before we get to all that, we have to talk about the love.
There it is. There it is.
It's
There's
real.
The hairline.
It's
Looks
real.
Pretty attached.
Receding a little bit over here and a little here, but not quite bald yet. We're getting there.
It's so real.
It's so.
Oh man, I can't wait to hear all about that photo. First, though, we're going to have to talk about the lovely time we had in Hayward, Wisconsin. Our Northern Life team traveled out to the northwest Wisconsin area to collect a few stories for the Berkey, which we plan to be doing live newscasts from. Cross our fingers for that. And we got to meet a ton of business owners, volunteers, and viewers around town. It was the best trip. We have so many loyal viewers in Hayward.
I didn't know that. I had no idea how many people watched us from Hayward. Everywhere we went, there was people coming up to us and giving us high fives and shaking our hands. And it was so nice to meet everybody. And we just had and not to mention, Hayward's just a beautiful city in itself. It was an awesome time being down there.
And it seemed like the spirit too of Hayward definitely came out too. Like as soon as we met our first person, we were just welcomed with open arms, and can definitely tell that the area is super special to the people that live there, and obviously very special too to the visitors like us who come to town and hang out.
Absolutely. So many kind business owners and just community members. Again, we hope to share all those stories on the Friday right before the Berkey, February 23rd. We might be broadcasting live from downtown Hayward. Hopefully the weather cooperates. We'll see. But otherwise, we'll air those stories the week of the Berkey. To celebrate.
It'll work no matter what.
Yep. Certainly will. Well, hey, love is not the only thing in the air this Valentine's Day season. It's also on your plate, because there are tons of heart-shaped foods in stores right now that you can use to show your love in a very literal way to that special someone. And it's not just chocolate and candy. It is pasta, cereal, chicken nuggets, pretzels, and even meat. So the Today Show had these on their website all together, and the priciest item on that list is a meal kit for two from a barbecue joint priced at $260.
Whoa!
As you saw previously, with a ribeye in the shape of a heart.
Looks a little iffy. I don't think I'd trust a ribeye in the shape of a heart.
I think I trust it more.
You think so?
I don't know. I want to know that it's gonna be heart filled in my stomach.
Yeah, there we go. Or stopping my heart, literally. Literally stopping my heart.
Either way, for $260, it might.
I always love the pizzas too that are shaped in a heart, because it's not too much work for the pizza people, but they kind of do a little indent. And Seth works at Bulldog Pizza, and he mentioned that it is a lot of work actually to make it. So I stand corrected, I guess. But yeah, those are fun.
I asked a girl to prom via pizza one time because I worked at Pizza Hut. I had a pizza delivered with a message on there and a little heart-shaped pizza, and it was was pretty darn cool.
So suave, Hunter.
Come on, I mean, come look.
My golly, teach us your ways, Hunter.
Something.
Oh man, I bet. Well, over in North Dakota, elementary students have made stickers for coffee shops as a way to spread kindness in their communities. Baristas at the shops are adding those stickers to each cup of coffee. Those students are then challenging everyone who got a kindness sticker to share a picture of it on social media. The movement has reminded these kids and the entire community just how impactful a few kind words can be. That's so cool. That reminds me of, you know, the thing where it's like the flat Stanley where you take a picture of it and it goes so far and you see how far it goes. That's kind of cool because they're sharing photos of the kindness and then spreading that kindness just beyond their coffee cup. That's really cool.
A pay it forward kind of sort of thing. Yeah, that's very sweet. You guys all do flat Stanley, by the way, when you were kids?
I did. I mean, I've seen flat Stanley. I don't think I ever had one myself, but my dad used to take flat Stanley on like his work travel sometimes, like to state. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if we ever did. Did you?
Really? Yeah, oh yeah, we totally did. I went to Texas. I had family, I think, out in Pennsylvania or something that we sent it to, and it was really cool. That was a cool experience.
Flat Stanley's a cool little guy. And I remember going to Starbucks previously in downtown Duluth, and somebody who was working as a barista put like a little sticker like "You Matter" on like the coffee cup.
That's cool.
Always nice to get those reminders.
Sweet.
Well, hey, if you're looking to take your birthday party or celebration to another level this year, a new food trend is spreading on TikTok. Bakers on the platform have been wowing viewers by setting their cakes ablaze. It's resulting in visuals as impressive as a magician's reveal. So they're being called burn-away cakes. So essentially it's a thick edible paper frosting base and a thinner top layer above it. And it's separated by a thick border of piping. And as you can tell here, the image that's set ablaze on top ends up being revealed with an image below it.
That was so cool! Was it
darn.
Charmander, Charmeleon, and Charizard?
Yeah, that is cool.
All you Pokemon fans
Man,
out there.
I want to know how much that costs just to burn
I do
the cake.
too. Well, hey, after the break, I'm blindfolding these two. We'll be right back. Welcome back for this week's Blindfold. I put Briggs and Hunter into the work elevator and brought them up 2 floors. That's where they were met with a surprise from our friend Sarah at Sacred Serpents. Please enjoy.
Oh no.
Do you guys remember we had Mitchell do the field test on the show? The blindfolded field test?
no.
We're going to do the same thing today.
No.
Let's start with item number 1.
How we doing?
There's
Welcome.
no animals, are
Cool.
there?
So, Briggs,
Unless it's like
Briggs,
a
you get to do
furry,
step
is it
1 to guess what the item is. Okay. Can you guess?
Yeah, this is bagels.
Oh!
Is it bagels?
It's bagels.
I don't know what exactly it is, but it's a plush toy of some form.
Hunter, reach out with 2 fingers. Okay? And we're going to put this item in front of you.
Ah, what is it? What is it?
It's not a snake.
It's just
is
Hunter.
It? Is it bad, Hunter?
I think it's scaly.
No.
I think it's scaly.
It's not.
I think it's scaly. I don't know what it is.
I'm sorry.
I don't know what it is.
No.
Briggs, come back to the desk. I promise you. Two fingers out, like one on each hand.
Is
One
it
on
a
each hand.
snake? Is it a snake?
No, it's not a snake, I promise. One finger on each hand. What do you think? Want to take a guess?
I'm guessing it's a reptile of some form.
It's not alive,
All right.
is it?
You guys can take your blindfolds
Oh
off.
boy.
It's alive. Poor Briggs. This is Herman, yeah.
Okay, that's okay. I'll give it to you.
Go for it, go for it.
Hi, buddy. What kind of turtle is
This
it?
is a Russian tortoise. So Herman is a rescue tortoise. The reason he has this interesting looking shell is because where he lived, they didn't provide him with the right light or nutrition. And so he kind of essentially didn't grow right for 4 years. So he's about 5.5, but he will live upwards of 70. This is Maxwell. He's a blue-tongued skink,
Oh my God.
and you're more than welcome to pet him.
Hi, buddy. Look at that. Hi, high five.
So this is, and I'm holding him, Briggs, so he can't turn his head or rotate his head right now.
I don't want to offend you, Mr. Maxwell.
That's very kind of you.
Yeah, look at you.
And if you take a look while you're petting him, his tongue might come out. You can see the blue tint to his tongue. And they're omnivores, so they eat everything. They eat meat, vegetables, bugs, plant matter.
Humans?
Well, he's tried, but only when I put the blueberry in the wrong spot. And then, because essentially he feels like kind of a rough basketball.
I did not expect him to be dry.
Yeah, everybody thinks because they're so shiny.
What are the?
crazy.
Are those ears?
Those are his ears.
Oh,
yeah.
that's so cool. Look at the little
Yeah, those
portals.
holes
They
are
look
his
like
ears.
gills.
Yeah. So this is a baby Brazilian red and white tarantula.
Oh, sure.
I'm guessing female, but it's still a little too small to know for sure.
Okay. Are they venomous? Would they bite you and kill you?
No, good question. Technically, no. Most tarantulas have no medically significant venom. Luca is a ball python. He's a rescue. He's not very large. Yeah.
He's not small.
This is small.
Oh, he's like surprisingly soft.
Again, yep.
He kind of feels like a new basketball
Yep.
too, like the grippiness of his skin.
This is small for a ball python, considering his age. So he's probably about 4 years old now. He should be twice this big. And then when he was eating, I noticed something wrong. So in his throat, notice how he has like a very small head and kind of a very thin neck.
Yep.
Yeah.
In here, when he was eating his mouse, a snake that's healthy should stretch very easily, right? When he was eating, he couldn't stretch. And he was struggling to eat a mouse that was very small. So I believe that he has an issue with his cartilage in here where it will not stretch. And so probably for a majority of his life, he will be a small snake. Hunter, do you want to hold him?
I do. I really do. Hi, buddy. It feels super weird. It's like a wet sausage rolling around your hand.
Sounds great.
It's a strange experience.
It is.
And he's a little more active now, Ryan, so you might feel him slither, but that's totally normal.
So cool. Slithering.
Can you see those kind of like holes on the front of his nose on the bottom there? So his nostrils are on top.
The red parts?
Yeah. Those are his heat pits. So those are like heat sensing receptors that allow pythons to differentiate things in their environment.
Look at this guy. Look at his head. He's so cute. Look at him.
He is scoping you.
I want you to just put your hand like this. Okay? I'm not going to put the whole snake in your hand. Okay? I'm going to
But his head is this way.
I'm going to hold his head. You are not going to hold his head. Open your hand up like I'm giving you a cupcake.
Pretend it's a cupcake, Briggs.
The cupcake.
I got him. Don't worry.
Okay.
Good job, Briggs.
Good job, Briggs.
You did great. You did great.
Good job.
In Duluth and Superior every year, weirdly enough, reptiles that are not native to Minnesota and Wisconsin show up outdoors. Some have escaped, but some are actually legitimately dumped. I think that people don't realize that there are resources available for them, so they can always contact me at Sacred Serpents or Roger at the Snake Pit, and we'll try to get them homes.
Briggs, thoughts?
Yeah, I rolled very far back in my chair for a reason. I was very nervous, but Luca and the rest of his little pals, they're all ended up being very nice. They were good ambassadors for someone who doesn't love reptiles.
Sure.
I felt welcomed by them.
Yeah, we also made sure not to give you the snake when you were blindfolded. I thought you probably would have
I would have
ran out of the
lost
room.
my mind.
Yeah,
Ben wanted you guys to do that, right? Yeah.
So
Thankfully, Sarah shut that down.
we started with the turtle. Hey, we have to take a short break, but we'll talk more about this after. Welcome back. A big thanks again to Sarah for all the fun with Sacred Serpents. I mean, and when she came to the station too, I was expecting like huge crates to be brought in. She had one tote bag and like a lunchbox, and that was all she needed to carry those folks in.
Yeah, it sounds like she's got a huge setup in her home for all those critters, but they have their little transport containers that they ride really safe in, so that is pretty cute. Sarah was so knowledgeable too.
Yeah.
Made you feel a little bit more comfortable about the whole situation, just knowing like she knows how the animals are reacting. Like the snake, she can recognize its behaviors, which made me feel a little better. So I'm like, well, maybe the snake isn't gonna like try to get me. Sarah would tell me.
Yeah.
Pretty cool that you got over your fear and you actually touched the snake.
Yeah.
I didn't think you were going to do that. So,
I didn't think I was going to either, but yeah, he just kind of rested in my hand, and you guys were full on just holding that snake for a long time.
It was fun.
I personally wanted to send an email to everybody in the newsroom saying that the snake got out and you got to be on the lookout. Very dangerous snake that's roaming around the newsroom. So be on the lookout for the snake. But no, that didn't happen.
Or the tarantula too. The tarantula would probably be scarier too than the
Jeez.
snake
It's
to be
so small that little baby tarantula could get anywhere.
I don't think it was included in the story either, but Sarah brought the exoskeletons of those tarantulas too, the bigger ones from home, so we got to feel those. pretty wild day. But a big thanks to her. We're going to have all of her information on our web story. Well, hey, now let's get to the photo that left folks with plenty of comments and questions on Monday. Last week, we were playing around with filters on Snapchat on our phones, and this one of Hunter was too good not to share on social media. So it obviously prompted a lot of people asking if it was real, and you know, Briggs was already talking about it too, that folks have been blowing up her phone asking what the hey happened to Hunter's hair.
I know, my mom texted me. My mom did, yeah, and a couple other people too. She's like, did Hunter really shave his head? And I'm like, no, it's just a Snapchat filter. But there were a ton more comments we got on social media that were, as Ryan said, too good not to share. Our first one came to us from Tom, who asked, did Hunter lose a bet? Nope. Then we had Karen, who wanted Hunter to know, you can't mimic Al Roker.
Although he's a stud, I should try that.
That look has been taken, Hunter.
Yes.
Speaking of, our very own Mitchell Zimmerman had quite the jab, saying Hunter was channeling his inner chief meteorologist.
Shot at Adam Lorge a little bit.
Yeah, I think so.
It's been a tough few days for Adam Lorge downstairs.
It's been.
Man. And finally, we've got Mark, who referred to our recent Does It Work product with, did that new curling iron do that?
It burned off all my hair. Where did it go? Oh my gosh.
sheesh.
I cannot believe, I didn't think it looked that real. So I can't believe it tricked so many people. And then I shared it on my personal account too, saying, hey, this is my new look. So, you know, look out for it coming up at 12:30 on Northern Life. And a lot of people said, oh, you look great, Hunter.
Oh,
You know,
really?
so maybe I'll have to shave my head someday.
It was quite jarring, like the first thing to see on a Monday morning, I bet. You know,
Me too, on Facebook.
You pull up your Facebook app and you're like, oh my gosh.
I hope the pictures that you took of me with that filter, people don't think were real.
Show that?
Okay, good.
I took one of Briggs who was also bald, but I decided not to show that one. But we did take some other ones, like me as a big baby, kind of looking like Seth back there, and
That is Seth, isn't it?
wait a minute.
Here's a foot.
Yeah, Hunter
my
putting his
gosh.
best foot forward. You know, you could have probably launched a ton of fun. There's Seth.
Seth looks good.
Seth with the big mustache
What
on
a stud.
the Hunter filter.
That
and
looks
then
really good too.
I look like I'm gonna host Deal or No Deal. Or
I
something.
know. I did not even recognize you when you sent those in our text message. I was like, who is that? And me as a foot.
I like your wave.
Yeah,
like,
pretty similar. Yeah, hello.
I'm a foot. How you doing?
I look like I belong in like the sales department or something. You know,
Oh,
I'm 20. No rip at the sales department.
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
keep that sales.
I look 20. I look 20 years older. Yeah.
After the break, we'll get a quick look at Does It Work?
Welcome back, folks. Coming up tomorrow here on Northern Life, we're all actually going to shave our heads. It's going to be.
Does it work?
It doesn't work. We're testing out a new razor from Rachel Hackbart. No, just kidding.
It
Rachel
might work for you too, as we saw in the photo.
Yeah, we might be able to pull it off. But Rachel Hackbarth is showing off a Does It Work product for the kitchen. It's a $15 machine washable glove that's promising to withstand temperatures up to 540 degrees.
Oh, it's me. It's me.
Yeah.
Ryan,
It sails me.
Oh my, sails you. Jeez, I can't.
Wow.
Why would you need something
Interesting.
that's 540 degrees? We can talk more about this tomorrow.
That is
but
hot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You
don't bake your chicken nuggets at 540 degrees?
no, I don't. No.
For 1 minute.
Yeah, for 1 minute.
I don't turn them into lava. Yeah, no, not usually.
Super hot.
Before we go here today, since we weren't able to say this yesterday, we want to wish a very happy belated National Weather Person's Day to Hunter here.
Aw, that was so sweet. Yeah, I totally forgot it was that. That's how do I celebrate? How does one celebrate that day?
Maybe with one of those malts from Bridgman's there.
I think
with the
that's exactly
candy.
what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to do it a day late and do some celebrating there. Look at that. Look at
Yeah,
all
we
those
love
photos.
you a lot, dude. Maybe we'll buy you a Diet Coke too, so you don't have to steal one. And we'll...
I don't have to cheat on tests or anything.
Mother Nature even giving you a little bit of a break recently too
Yeah.
for National Weather Person's
Could actually
Day.
go outside. It was beautiful.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Find some time to throw a line or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.